Our particular way of working with leaders is called the unstoppable leader, because we believe that the 21st century is going to need a leader that's completely flexible and adaptable. And because change is happening so fast, it's quite difficult to keep up and quite difficult to know what to learn, unlearn, relearn, what to think, unthink, rethink. And things that we thought were true even a couple of years ago are suddenly not true. It's funny because 500 years ago they thought the earth was flat and then discovered it was round. And I think what's interesting is what will we discover tomorrow is the earth triangular. There's so many things that we thought were sacred cows and that we believed in, and that they're changing. Our particular model says that you need 5 particular elements which will support you to become an unstoppable leader. And what that means is that no matter what happens, no matter what change there is, you can manage yourself and your team and your business and keep going. I didn't say it was easy, just that you can manage to do it. And the first one is brand, so it's about your personal brand, how you can actually make sure that you've got the ability to have people understand who you are and what you stand for everywhere. And the next one is community, and by that we don't just mean networking, we mean about who are you, who are your team, how do you support them, how do you develop the people you work with, how do you connect, and how do you extend your reach and influence. It's really about influence. And one of the things that we want from this Ladies Who Lead, and the gentlemen who come along as well, is that we want the conversation to keep going. We want you to connect with each other afterwards. And in fact, of the 36 members that we've got since January, what we found is that about half of them are connecting quietly with each other and have been out for breakfast or lunch or dinner or tea or got pissed or, oh no, I wasn't supposed to tell that one. And they're very good friends. So that's what we want. Community starts here. Ideation is the next one, and we're going to be covering ideation today. And ideation is something which is about the ability to generate ideas, to manage those ideas, to communicate those ideas at whatever angle you might be coming at ideation or innovation. Strategy is about strategic thinking. Anybody who knows me knows that I go on and on and on about a leader having to learn how to think. One of the challenges that we faced, and for example when Richard sent me to Dublin last week for this organisation and their graduate development, was that all of these graduates were, had more achievements than I could possibly imagine. A couple had double degrees, did not know how to think. They're fed with information and they regurgitate it, they Google it, or as one of my daughters called it, shinfo, shit info, that's what they call it, shinfo or Google, and then they don't learn it, then they don't internalise it, and they don't know how to think. So when you say, what do you think about something, they're like, I don't know. So strategic thinking is vital for the future. If you don't know how to think your way into a situation, out of a situation, it can be very difficult to be a successful leader and to manage the breadth of change. And finally, future focus, which is about the ability to understand the trends and the patterns in your particular industry, in your particular organisation, and be comfortable that you can move with the flow rather than just be drowning or left behind. And we have a curriculum that we do on a 12-month period, and once we've run it once, we just run it again. And so I've put the dates of where we are. So we've got today is